Hi, my name is Reverend Crystal Jacobson, and I am the director for COSROW in Indiana. COSROW stands for the Commission on the Status and Role of Women. We're here to challenge the United Methodist Church for the full and equal participation of women in the total life and mission of the church. COSROW began in the 1970s as a response to inequality experienced by women in leadership. Things are better for women than in the 1970s, but there's still more that we can do. COSROW has three main areas of focus: sexual ethics, monitoring inclusion, and education. Our team is working on providing resources in each of these areas. Let's start with sexual ethics. All forms of sexual misconduct by clergy and ministerial leaders, including laity, are chargeable offenses within the life of the church. The United Methodist Church acknowledges this violation and encourages reporting this immediately. The UMC is committed to responding in a way that holds all parties accountable and promotes healing. Right now, COSROW in Indiana are working on two major projects around sexual ethics. The first is to make sure every person in our churches is aware of the United Methodist Church's stance and resources available around sexual misconduct. General COSROW provides many resources around sexual ethics. We want to get those resources into our churches, starting with this flyer. Second, we're working on a system to make sure there are advocates across the state who can help victims of sexual misconduct through our current process. Our second area of focus is monitoring inclusion. What happens when you see that church appointments are not fair? When you see that women are being put in smaller, more difficult churches? When women aren't being financially compensated fairly? What do you do when you see a stained glass ceiling keeping women from being promoted? Indiana COSROW is working on fighting patterns in our appointive process through taking a look at statistical data of our churches and their pastors. We're hoping to provide this information to the appointive cabinet as they go into appointive season, so that they can make the best decisions for churches and pastors. We have hopes that our appointive cabinet can be allies in the promotion of women leadership in our conference. The last area of focus is education. While there are many ways to approach something as big as education, we're starting with sharing the stories of the great women pastors serving in our churches and the great women leadership. We know many churches have anxiety about women pastors, and we want them to hear from other laity across the state who love their women pastors. We're hoping to provide these stories for conference superintendents to share throughout our conference. These are just the first steps as we begin this journey in Indiana. If you're looking for a specific resource, please reach out to us. It may be something that our General United Methodist COSROW has, and we can get to you right away. It may be something we can work on developing in the future. I want to also encourage you to follow our Facebook page, where we'll be sharing resources on a regular basis. Let's begin this journey to a safer, more inclusive kingdom of God together.